What is good, Ninja? OJ over here from PlayerEssence, and welcome to another PE, Nintendo Switch, and gaming news video. Today, we've got some great topics for you guys, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Nobunaga's Ambition Tashi debut trailer. So, Koei Tecmo has released a brand new debut trailer for Nobunaga's Ambition Tashi, the latest entry in the historic simulation series. Promised to be the best Sengoku experience to date, all of the daimyo and officers in Nobunaga's Ambition Tashi have a will, and depicting their ways of life in turbulent times, a variety of values and expectations will intersect based on their wills. The game's single 3D map of the country is said to be the series' most detailed. Over 2,000 officers will appear, the highest in the series yet, and certain officers' portrayals will change depending on the situation. Nobunaga's Ambition Tashi is due out for the PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and PC in Japan on November 30th, and of course you're checking out this trailer here. Now, I'm not sure if this game will even come over to the Western territories. Maybe it will next year in 2018, but what I wanted to highlight was the support that we are getting from Koei Tecmo. By the time that that game releases, I think that will be their third launch on the Nintendo Switch. We have Knights of Azure 2, we also have Fire Emblem Warriors, and then Nobunaga's Ambition Tashi. So that's 3 games in less than a year from Koei Tecmo. They are definitely staying true to making sure that they support the Nintendo Switch, but I also think the support from Koei Tecmo is because of the system itself. They see that the Nintendo Switch portable plus console hybrid, obviously it's selling really well in Japan. This is stuff that I've talked about multiple times, but it just makes sense, and this series never really sold on Nintendo systems well, and Koei Tecmo games in general sometimes can be a hard sell when it comes to things, but when you include that portable dynamic to it, I think that that makes this version definitely right up there with the PlayStation 4 version in terms of consumer interest in Japan. Now, there's a PC version, but PC isn't necessarily as big as far as gaming in Japan as consoles, as handheld devices. So we'll see how everything lays out, but I do think that the Nintendo Switch version, especially if this is a good game, I know this is a hardcore strategy game. A lot of people are really like intensely into this, the people who play this game. You know, it's definitely not for the faint of heart when it comes to strategy, when it comes to gaming. I definitely feel that this does have a chance to set right up there with the PlayStation 4 version of it in order for it to sell better. So we'll see what happens when it comes to the actual release of the game. November 30th is looking like, so it's going to be right there in the holiday season. So Koei Tecmo, great support for the Nintendo Switch going forward, and I'm personally looking forward to Knights of Azure 2 and also Fire Emblem Warriors from Koei Tecmo on the Nintendo Switch. Alright, and moving on to the next article here, Monster Hunter Double Cross Nintendo Switch. We've got some details on new features and tweaks, DLC, and more. So we're going to go ahead and go down the list of features and details right here. So first one, features Rumble, but not HD Rumble. Rumble is enabled when a monster roars, when you strike a monster with a hunting art, and during, I can't say what it's called, special move. Check out the link in the description below. Rumble can be enabled / disabled at any time. Use the L stick to increase or decrease the size of the map. Features special guests involving deviants. Though special tickets are required to participate, these can be obtained from the postman or Milsy, who can be found at the bar. If you press the R button, a list of melodies for Hunting Horn will be shown along with their effects. On-screen keyboard is larger, and you can use this on the touchscreen as well. Includes star bonuses from Monster Hunter Diary Poka Poka Eru Village DX, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, Monster Hunter Stories, Monster Hunter Double Cross Demo, and USJ Real Pack. So there's a lot of different stuff in there. If you have any of that save data, you'll be able to get some extra items and stuff for your quests in Monster Hunter Double Cross on the Nintendo Switch. Bonuses are comprised of items, special titles, guild cards, backgrounds, and more. All DLC previously distributed in the Nintendo 3DS version of the game will be available at launch for the Nintendo Switch at no extra cost. Future DLC will be provided on both platforms at the same time. So Monster Hunter Double Cross has gathered quite a bit of controversy, especially among Monster Hunter fans, because Capcom hasn't announced that there will be a localization. Now, there was a little bit of a mistranslation where they said we're not doing it 100%. People reported it as that, but then it was later found out that they said that we have nothing to announce at the time. So it could definitely still come, and I think potentially what we heard about as far as the last news in terms of a Western version, Nintendo had it at their booth for the Japan Expo in France. And why would you bring that game to the Japan Expo in France if there wasn't going to be a localization? Now, I'm not saying that that's going to happen, but I am saying that it's a potential possibility just based on Nintendo's relationship with Capcom, how they've helped out with publishing and distributing before when it comes to Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate and various other Monster Hunter games. So I'm looking forward to seeing if this game does come over. Now, I've already said it a million times on this channel that I am not the biggest Monster Hunter fan. I do have Monster Hunter Ultimate 3, or Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, I should say, and I also have Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. So I do have some Monster Hunter games. I just don't play them like crazy or get all up in arms whenever, you know, Capcom does something with Monster Hunter. So I'm hoping for all the people who do love Monster Hunter, because there's a ton of Western fans who do, and maybe Nintendo will be the team behind the localization. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. Monster Hunter Double Cross launches pretty soon here in Japan. I think it's launching sometime in August, the next couple weeks or so. So let me know what you guys think about this game so far. Will you be importing if you do know Japanese, or if you can just kind of get through it? Because that's something that I've seen about Monster Hunter fans. Sometimes they can just get through it just by looking at stuff. So let me know if you're going to be playing this game or importing at all. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, and moving on to the last article here. This makes me happy because I think this is happening 100%. I've talked about this before, but the Nintendo Switch has made an appearance in an episode of Yokai Watch. Yo, shout outs. Now, there's a little bit of a difference. Obviously, they don't have the actual Switch logo or anything like that, but you can clearly tell that that little charcoal box right there is a Nintendo Switch, and they are watching, or they are playing something. They have the different color Joy-Cons. Now, they're not the red and the blue, they're not the neon colors there, but that is definitely a Nintendo Switch there. And to me, this is a blatant, seriously, like a blatant attempt to just say, yeah, we know you guys want Yokai Watch. Now, let me give you guys a little bit of insight, because that's what we do on this channel. Now, here's the main reason why I think Yokai Watch is coming. If you look at Yokai Watch 3 sales in Japan, the franchise is losing some of its luster. It did not sell up to what everyone thought it was going to be. Yokai Watch 1 and Yokai Watch 2 were smash hits. Yokai Watch 2 was a super smash hit in Japan. And then Yokai Watch 3 came out, and it just wasn't up to the same level as Yokai Watch 2, despite being a great game and getting great reviews everywhere from people who played it and Yokai Watch fans. They need something. They need to interject some energy into the franchise. And if you look at the Nintendo Switch, you look at the capabilities, how it's selling in Japan, Splatoon 2, I think it's a perfect time for them to release Yokai Watch probably next year in Japan. You're going to have a nice base of 10 million units plus after the holiday. I think Yokai Watch, you can one-up the Pokemon team, and I think Nintendo and Level 5 will be working together in order to make sure that there's space between Yokai Watch 4, whatever you're going to call it, and Pokemon on the Nintendo Switch. So I feel that it's definitely coming, and this is a blatant like tease that, yeah, we've got Yokai Watch in development, it's coming, but you have to handle the announcement the right way. And in my opinion, Nintendo and Level 5 have to work together in order to get this game to the States, get it to the Western territories in a far more timely manner. I don't think that it should launch in Japan in 1 year, then take a year or 2 years to launch. People lose interest very quickly. Yokai Watch 1 and 2 necessarily didn't light up their sales charts as far as the Nintendo 3DS goes. So I'm not even sure. Are we getting Yokai Watch 3? I think we are getting Yokai Watch 3 too. But either way, I'm not sure if that one's even going to light it up, even if it does come over. But I think a Nintendo Switch version, if you launch it sometime, I mean within at least that calendar year, in the next couple months, I think it has a chance to do very well. Brand new system, HD graphics, great portability, obviously great home console connectivity, Joy-Cons as you can see right there. So there is a lot of potential, especially with local co-op with your friends and your family. If you have kids, to be playing Yokai Watch together as an RPG, that has just so much potential in Japan and easily outsell Yokai Watch 3, despite Yokai Watch 3 being on the Nintendo 3DS with a bigger install base. So I'm saying that this is happening. I think this is a blatant like tease that yeah, we're doing this. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. Would you be hyped for a Yokai Watch 3 on the Nintendo Switch? I know I would be, because that's going from, you know, sub 360p on a 3DS to a full HD system. You know, that can look pretty cool. And I've always been interested in Yokai Watch, just never really picked it up just because of how long it takes to come over. Not a fan of that. So if they can do it in a timely fashion, I'd be totally down for it. So let me know what you guys think about Yokai Watch, this tease, and everything in the comment section below. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts. Alright, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of PlayerEssence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon page. Pledge any tier, be entered in to win some awesome prizes each month. In addition to that, we have Discord voice chat and $10 prize eShop tournaments from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Splatoon 2, and more. Support PE Live and PE Arena right here on PlayerEssence. Also, make sure you hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest news, reviews, discussions, and more. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you, Ninja, for the next video. Peace.